Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jess. Today I want to talk about separating offsets from succulents, or the little babies that have sprung up, because there is a best way to do it. However, most ways will work, but I kind of just wanted to give you a good example of what I like to do to separate my babies so that they grow the fastest and the best that they can. The one thing that you might want is a clean knife. This is an X-Acto blade just because I love how small it can get. And then the other thing that I'd recommend having is some cells or pots with some succulent soil in it. And just as a reminder, succulent soil is a fast draining mix and it has a lot more pumice or perlite in it, causing it to let go a lot of the water pretty quickly and flush it away from the plant, as opposed to regular potting mix that holds on to it a lot longer. Succulents want the fast draining mix because that kind of mimics the desert climate that they're from. So make sure that you are using the proper mix, otherwise you might run into issues with rot. One of the best things that you can do for succulent propagation to kind of set your plants up for success is to water them well about a week ahead of when you want to propagate them, so that their leaves are nice and full. They have as much water and nutrients stored as they possibly can. This is essentially what we're going to be looking for. You want to be able to separate this offset from the base of the plant because they're going to be connected by their roots, but you want to be able to try to get a little bit of root with it. That's going to be optimal. If you don't, that's fine. They will produce their own roots, but if there's a root already present, keep that on there. It's going to make the plant adapt a lot quicker. So for a lot of these, it's really not that difficult. You just want to kind of wedge your fingers at the very, very base. And personally, I just like to kind of pull it a little and snap it off and just give it a gentle tug. And it should come out very, very easily. So again, with this one, you can kind of see, hopefully, how snug that is right up to the base. These are the easiest by far when it comes to succulent propagation because they usually already have roots and they're already developed little babies. Same thing with this Gaster-Aloe. It is a very similar family member to this one. It does grow a bit more oddly. The leaves are a lot softer, but this one doesn't necessarily grow so many of its offsets in the soil already. So you might get more that don't have roots, and that's also totally fine. I'm still gonna take these and we'll still pot them up. So for me, that is where I'm going to leave this one. The ones that I left in there are ones that are a little bit smaller, but I also wanted to make sure that I'm leaving a few of the bigger leaves in there just so that it can get more energy to make more babies. So off of this one Gasteria, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different propagations, and hopefully more will come soon. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tray here and we're just going to pot them up. This is bone dry soil and I will not be watering this for probably a few weeks, since I did just water this mom plant the week before I propagated. So essentially you just shove it down in the soil. You do not want this to be watered, especially when these have fresh cuts on them, because that will be a weak area where rot can be introduced if there's water present in your soil. So avoid the temptation to water it and just let it be. You want this to be a dry area, and in a few weeks, once you know that the callus has been healed, then you can go ahead and water the plant. If you found this video helpful, I hope that you give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.